Last month, my 35-year-old cardiologist looked at my test results and said something that shocked even me. "Sir, your heart is stronger and healthier than most of my 50-year-old patients. What exactly are you doing?" I'm 87 years old. I climb stairs without getting winded. I dance at family weddings. I work in my garden every day. And just last week, I outwalked my grandson at the mall. He's 25. But here's the thing that might surprise you. At age 72, my doctor told me I was a walking time bomb. My blood pressure was through the roof, and he said I had maybe 5 good years left if I didn't change something fast. So what happened between 72 and 87? How did I go from time bomb to better than a 50-year-old? Stay with me for the next 12 minutes because I'm going to share the exact 5 things I do every single day that saved my life and could save yours too. But first, let me tell you about the mistake that almost killed me. 15 years ago, I thought I was doing everything right. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink much, and I took walks occasionally. I was one of those people who said, "I feel fine, so I must be fine." Then came that doctor's appointment that changed everything. "Mr. Johnson," he said, looking at his clipboard with a frown, "your blood pressure is 180 over 110. That's stroke territory. And at your age, your risk of a heart attack has just doubled." I remember sitting in that cold examination room feeling like my world had just collapsed, doubled. I thought getting older meant slowing down a little, not facing a death sentence. But here's what that doctor didn't tell me, and what most doctors don't emphasize enough. It's not your age that's trying to kill you. It's the silent mistakes you're making every single day without even knowing it. See, I used to think heart attacks just happened to unlucky people, like getting struck by lightning. But the truth is, they build up quietly for years. Your heart doesn't betray you overnight. It's been sending you warning signals, and most of us just don't know how to listen. That night, I went home and made a decision that saved my life. I decided my family history didn't have to be my destiny. My father died of a heart attack at 68. My mother had 2 strokes before 75. But I was going to rewrite that story. And if you're over 65 or heading there, you can rewrite yours too. Let me tell you about the 5 silent mistakes I was making that were slowly destroying my heart. Some of these might shock you because they seem so harmless or even healthy. Silent killer number 1, the salt trap I used to be proud of myself. I never used the salt shaker, I'd tell people. Meanwhile, I was eating canned soup for lunch almost every day, heating up those convenient frozen dinners and drowning my salads in store-bought dressing. One day, my daughter-in-law convinced me to actually read the labels. That heart-healthy vegetable soup I loved, 940 milligrams of sodium in 1 can. The frozen dinner I thought was good for me, nearly 1,200 milligrams. Here's the scary part. The American Heart Association says people over 60 should eat no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. That's less than 1 teaspoon. I was eating almost 3,000 milligrams daily, double what my heart could handle. Where does all this hidden salt come from? Canned soups, frozen meals, salad dressings, even so-called healthy veggie juices and breads. These foods are packed with preservatives that cause fluid retention, spike your blood pressure, and make your heart pump like it's running a marathon. Silent killer number 2, the sitting disease. I'm active, I used to say. I take walks. And I did, maybe 3 times a week for 20 minutes. But the rest of the time, I was glued to my recliner for hours, reading, watching TV, working on crossword puzzles. Then I learned something that terrified me. A 2020 study published in JAMA found that prolonged sitting is as dangerous as smoking, especially for people over 65. When you sit for hours, your blood circulation slows to a crawl. Your heart has to work overtime to push blood through sluggish vessels. Clots form more easily. Plaque builds up in your arteries. And here's the worst part. This damage builds silently. You feel fine until you don't. Silent killer number 3, the fat fear. Growing up in the low-fat era, I thought all fat was the enemy. So I ate low-fat crackers, fat-free cookies, diet salad dressing. I was always hungry and tired, but I thought I was being healthy. Turns out I was starving my heart of the nutrients it desperately needed. Good fats, like omega-3s from fish, olive oil, and nuts, actually protect your heart. They reduce inflammation and keep your blood vessels flexible. But I was avoiding the good fats and loading up on processed carbs and sugar instead. No wonder I felt terrible. Silent killer number 4, the stress volcano. After my wife's cancer diagnosis 10 years ago, I became a walking stress ball. Financial worries, caregiving pressure, fear about the future, it all piled up. When we're younger, our bodies bounce back from stress quickly. But after 65, stress hormones like cortisol stick around longer, keeping your heart rate and blood pressure elevated for hours or even days. Chronic stress literally damages your artery walls and leads to irregular heartbeats. I didn't realize it then, but my emotional stress was as dangerous as any physical threat to my heart. Silent killer number 5. The sleep thief. For years, I thought waking up 3 to 4 times every night was just part of getting older. My wife complained about my snoring. I'd wake up feeling like I'd been hit by a truck. Poor sleep is one of the strongest predictors of heart disease in seniors. If you snore heavily or wake up exhausted, you might have sleep apnea, and it's silently destroying your heart every night. After learning about these silent killers, I realized I had a choice. I could accept that this was just getting old, or I could fight back. I chose to fight. But here's what surprised me. The solution wasn't found in expensive treatments, scary surgeries, or extreme changes. It was found in simple, daily habits that anyone can do. Over the next 15 years, I developed what I call my Heartstrong 5. 5 simple things I do every single day that transformed my health. And I'm going to share every single detail with you right now. Heartstrong habit number 1. I became a food detective. Instead of avoiding all salt, I became a label detective. Now I look for low sodium or no salt added on everything. I make my own salad dressing with olive oil and lemon juice. It takes 2 minutes and tastes better than store-bought. But here's the game changer. I eat 5 specific foods every single day that fight plaque, lower blood pressure, and support steady heart rhythms. Every morning I have oatmeal with blueberries and chopped walnuts. The oats contain beta-glucan, which literally pulls cholesterol out of your bloodstream. The blueberries are packed with anthocyanins that protect your blood vessels. And the walnuts? They're loaded with omega-3s that reduce inflammation. For lunch, I always include leafy greens, spinach in my omelet, arugula in my sandwich, or kale in my soup. These greens are rich in nitrates that help your blood vessels relax and improve circulation. And I cook with olive oil for everything now. Real olive oil, not the fake stuff. I drizzle it on vegetables, use it for sautéing, even put it on my bread instead of butter. Twice a week I have salmon or sardines. I know sardines sound awful, but mixed with some olive oil, lemon, and herbs on whole grain crackers, delicious. And these fish are omega-3 powerhouses. Heartstrong habit number 2. I move like my life depends on it. I don't run marathons or lift heavy weights, but I move my body every single day, no matter what. My morning walk with my dog Buddy is non-negotiable. 20 minutes around the neighborhood, rain or shine. If it's too cold or wet, we walk the mall before the stores open. But here's the secret. It's not just the formal exercise. Every 30 minutes throughout the day, I get up and move. During TV commercials, I march in place or do gentle stretches. When I'm reading, I set a timer to remind myself to stand up and walk to the kitchen. This frequent movement keeps my blood flowing and prevents those dangerous clots from forming. Just 20 minutes of walking daily improves circulation, lowers stress hormones, reduces bad cholesterol, and strengthens the muscles around your heart. Heartstrong habit number 3. I use my secret weapon, my breath. This might sound strange, but learning to breathe properly changed everything for me. When stress hits, and it still does, my heart used to race and my blood pressure would spike. Now I have what I call my heart reset breath. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts, hold it for 4 counts, breathe out slowly for 4 counts, pause for 4 counts. I do this for just 2 to 3 minutes. and I can literally feel my heart slow down and my body relax. I do it before bed every night, and sometimes right in the middle of stressful phone calls with insurance companies. Deep breathing signals your nervous system to relax, slowing your heart rate and lowering dangerous stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Heartstrong habit number 4. I track my numbers like a Wall Street trader. After that scary doctor's visit, I bought a home blood pressure monitor, best $35 I ever spent. Every morning after my coffee, I sit quietly for 5 minutes, then take my blood pressure. I write it down in a little notebook next to my coffee maker. This simple habit has caught problems before they became emergencies. When I see my numbers creeping up, I know to cut back on salt, increase my walking, or call my doctor. Many heart attacks happen because of uncontrolled high blood pressure, and you might feel perfectly fine while it's quietly rising. Home monitoring gives you the power to catch problems early. A healthy range is around 120/80. If your top number stays above 140 or your bottom number above 90, it's time to see your doctor. Heartstrong habit number 5. I protect my sleep like it's gold. Remember how I used to wake up 3 to 4 times every night? That wasn't normal aging, it was sleep apnea, and it was slowly killing me. When you have sleep apnea, you stop breathing dozens of times every night. Your heart works overtime while you sleep and you wake up exhausted. Getting tested and treated was life-changing. Now I use a CPAP machine and sleep 7 to 8 hours straight. Within months, my blood pressure dropped significantly, and I wake up feeling refreshed and energetic. Even if you don't have sleep apnea, protecting your sleep is crucial. I keep a consistent bedtime, avoid screens for an hour before bed, and keep my room cool and dark. So what happened when I started doing these 5 things every day? Within 3 months, my blood pressure dropped from 180/110 to 135/85. Within 6 months, it was down to 120/80. My resting heart rate went from 85 beats per minute to 65. But the real proof isn't in the numbers. It's in how I feel and what I can do. At 87, I still climb 2 flights of stairs to my bedroom every night without getting winded, dance at every family wedding and celebration, work in my garden for hours, take weekend trips with my wife, play tag with my great-grandchildren at the park, outlast people half my age on shopping trips. Last month, my grandson challenged me to a race at the park. He's 25 and in decent shape. I beat him. Not because I'm special, but because I've been consistent with these 5 habits for 15 years. If you're watching this and thinking, it's too late for me, let me stop you right there. I didn't start taking my heart health seriously until I was 72. 72! Your heart is incredibly resilient. It wants to heal. It wants to get stronger. You just have to give it the right tools. You don't have to change everything overnight. Pick one of these 5 habits and start tomorrow. Read labels and swap one high-sodium food for a low-sodium version. Set a timer to get up every 30 minutes. Take a 10-minute walk after dinner. Try the 4-4-4-4 breathing technique once. Make an appointment to get your blood pressure checked. Your heart has been beating faithfully for decades without asking much in return. Now it's asking for your attention, not in fear, but with hope. I can't promise you'll live to 87 like me, but I can promise that if you start taking care of your heart today, you'll feel the difference within weeks. You'll have more energy, sleep better, and worry less about what might happen. Most importantly, you'll know you're doing everything you can to stay healthy, independent, and active for as long as possible. If this video helped you, please hit that like button and share it with someone you care about. Your share could save a life. Subscribe to our channel for more real advice from real seniors who are living proof that age is just a number. Ring that notification bell so you never miss our latest tips for aging strong and living well. And remember, always consult with your doctor before making significant changes to your diet, exercise routine, or medications. What works for me might need to be adjusted for your specific health needs. Your heart has taken care of you all these years. Now it's time to take care of it. At 87, I know what I'm talking about. And I'm living proof that it's never too late to start. I'll see you in the next video. keep that heart strong.